hair's falling out. Okay. Good morning. Today is Saturday. Wow, even with my new contacts, I can't see. Saturday the 21st. I am having a cozy little morning. And getting some projects done today. So I figured I would bring you along for those projects. And yeah, I don't know. I guess kind of just do a little vlog style video. Right now, my first project today is to finish my mom's sweater. This is the Cumulus Blouse by PetiteKnit. I have, he's so talkative. I have knitted up in brushed alpaca silk by Drops. This is all I have left, is just about 15 rounds and binding off. So I think that's definitely manageable to get done this morning. And I will try it on for you real quick. Bear with me. I might just cut to it. So this is what the sweater is looking like right now. We've got, the one full sleeve, which I think is a great length. I like to kind of just be able to like tuck my hands in a little bit. So I love this length. And then, yeah, it's got like a nice little drape. And I think the V, even though like I was talking about how I wanted to have like a little bit of a deeper V, I still do, but I think this is also a really nice length to have it, or depth, probably depth. Anyway, it is really quite cozy. Like I would be living in this around the house for sure. So I think I'm gonna have to make myself one out of this yarn. But yeah, it's really pretty comfortable next to skin. I think maybe the most comfortable sweater I've made yet. At least that's got, wool content in it. So yeah, just really cute, really flowy, nice and lightweight. So it's great for, springtime, fall time, summer evenings, winters, if you're going to be around the house or you have a mild winter. I don't think, or as a layering piece as well. So really an all year round sweater is what I'm trying to say. This is what the back is looking like. And yeah, so I just have another 15 more rows, and I'm really excited to finish it up and get it sent out to my mom and see what she thinks. It's been a longer project for me, I feel, but I really do like the outcome. So I guess we'll be making it again. I don't know why I repeat this pattern so often, but it's just, I think because it's such a simple top that really fits at least my frame quite nicely. I like the way that it drapes my body and everything. And so it's very simple to make. And so when I have a different project going on, this is a nice one that like I'm really familiar with and just is like easy peasy. I can, watch TV and not have to pay too much attention to it. So yeah, whatever. I'll have like 10 of these in my wardrobe and that's fine with me. I'll just have one in every color and every type of yarn. But yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna get going on it and bring you along for some of my other projects today. Well, I didn't get a whole lot done. After kind of filming the little try-on section, it surprisingly took up a decent amount of my time. So it is almost 1:30 now. I did get 6 rows completed, 7 rows completed, and so I have about 7.5 more rows to go. Um, and yeah, I just took a break to eat some lunch. I just had some rice with some sauteed onion and zucchini with some lemon juice and seasonings and stuff. And it was really yummy. Um, Surprised me. But yeah, so anyway, I am going to keep working. Hi. I'm going to keep working on this sweater and get it done. And then I have a couple other things in mind that I want to get done today. But we shall see where the day takes us because clearly time has a way of passing. So yeah, see you on the other side. So here we are, final product. All ends are woven in. It's been given a little seam block and it is even drapier than before. I had a little mini freak out because I was steaming the sleeves and as I was going to the second sleeve, it was like, I don't know, 6 inches shorter or something. And so I was like, oh my gosh, did I knit it the wrong length? And no, I just seamed the other sleeve already. So it stretched out a bit. But yeah, it's nice and relaxed and very cozy. Very happy with the finished product. I was a little bit worried about the hem on the bottom, and it kind of was like doing this like weird ballooning here. So I'm glad it's not doing that. The only thing it is doing is the same thing that mine does, where because this got so tight, it's kind of lifting here and creating this kind of a drape. But whatever, it's cozy. And I think my mom's gonna like it. And if she doesn't, then I will take it. So yeah, that is the third Cumulus blouse that I have knit up. Um, I already plan on putting another one on my needles. I do want to get one done for my stepmom as well. And then I want to make myself one in this yarn, as well as probably the drops bell because that was really nice for the summertime. So I am going to try to finish up a couple of painting projects, not really projects, but like tasks. Because I've pretty much finished the painting, but I just need to like paint the edge and then varnish it. So I'm gonna do that. And I may actually try painting a little bit of my other painting. We'll see if I get in the mojo, but we are losing daylight, so got to get started on that. And then other than that, I just probably will start or keep knitting on my sock. I'm still trying to get my socks just right. So that's been a fun experience. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the rest of the day. So this is the painting that I am wanting to finish up. I mean, she's pretty much finished. What I do need to do though is I've already like gotten the edges on 3 sides, but this side still needs to be done. So it has been a while since I was working on her. She's just kind of been sitting here unfinished for a while. So hopefully I can remember how to put together the pigments to get that color. I have a general idea because I still have my palette that I never cleaned off. So I do have, you know, my colors up here that I should be able to replicate it fairly well. So yeah, I think I definitely want to get that bottom side done. I would probably like to redo the sides just because that's typically more visible as the bottom and the sides. Let me see the top. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to do the top again as well. So I guess mainly I'm just redoing the sides. And then after that dries, then I'm going to want to varnish it. The other painting I have that I would like to some point finish, because I started this one before that one, is this painting of a pelican. And basically I had this, I had the background kind of how I wanted it, and then I was trying to add to it, and it ended up getting a little muddied up. And so now I'm kind of at a loss because I can't take away the layers that I've put on there, which is what took away from what I originally liked. So I need to figure it out, and I will figure it out, but I don't know if I'll figure it out this weekend as I've been working on this painting for, oh gosh, maybe a year and a half. I think around a year and a half. That's kind of crazy. So anyway, we will at least get the edges of her done because that shouldn't be too difficult. And then once she dries, we're going to varnish her. And we'll see if we get to this one today or not. I do have some other items that I'd like to get done this weekend, but it would really be nice to take some time and work on this pelican. So that is the plan. And hopefully this is interesting, non-knitting stuff. For those of you curious, as well as for my future self, the mix I did to get this pinky tone was a little bit of quinacridone red, a little bit of cadmium yellow medium, and then some buff and some blush and some titanium white with just an itty bitty touch of Payne's gray. Well, my mic went out here, and at this point I was just going to go ahead and carry on. Then I started questioning the color, but I felt like it was right. And then throwback to beauty influencers back in the day. So then I started talking about this denim shirt that I'm wearing. It was my grandma's, and even though I don't get a whole lot of paint on myself typically when I paint, it's kind of more just for the vibes and, you know, having her energy with me when I paint, because she was also an artist. So, anywho, here we go. Is anyone else on their sock knitting journey right now? Because I definitely am, and I am struggling to figure out what method I want to use. So I definitely don't like the magic loop method. And so I switched over to shorty interchangeable needles. So like just literally this itty bitty guy. Um, and I loved that. That actually went really well. Outside of it got a little bit tricky when you got to the like heel. And then, of course, you have to do the toe with double pointed needles or magic loop in order to close it up. So I was kind of like really wanting to find a way to do one way throughout the whole sock, like one method throughout the whole sock, and be happy with that method. So then I tried out DPNs completely on their own, which I'm currently doing on a sock right now. And it's okay, but I definitely prefer the interchangeable needles. It's just a lot to like manage, and I feel like it slows down my knitting a lot. Which I'm not like a speed knitter by any means, but I guess especially because I'm slow, that's annoying. So I did get the Flexi Flips, and I'm going to try those. Um, but it's really such a journey. I mean, not only do you have to figure out the method that you want to use, but then there's all the different construction types that you can do. So, like the very first one I did was on Magic Loop. I did this one toe up, and I think it was on Magic Loop. Maybe I may have done it on circular needles, but I definitely did it on too large of a needle. And so I was also trying to pay attention to the yarn weight that I was using because I thought I only had one skein. Turns out I did actually order 2 skeins. So, yeah, anyway, turned out way too big anyways. I'm gonna probably frog it, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to have for like the memorabilia aspect of it. And then I did another one recently, which I did on my shorty set. And then I just, finished off with the DPNs. So this one turned out pretty well. However, I did do the size large, which gave me too big of a calf. The foot is perfectly fine, but the ankle bit is too wide. So I decided I was going to go ahead and start all over again and do a size medium of the same sock, which is the Summer Lee I'm So Basic socks. And so I started those on DPNs and thought maybe I'd give it a go, just trying to knit a whole one in there or whole one in them. Um, but yeah, I kind of got a little bit tired of using them. And so I'm going to give the Flexi Flips a try. And then if that doesn't work for me, then I'm going to go back to just using the interchangeable shorties and do the toe and the DPMs. But it really is a journey. So the edges that we painted yesterday did not dry yet, which is surprising to me, but at the same time, it's really cold right now. So instead, I'm just going to prop it up and varnish it and then let it air dry. And that will be fine because I'm not varnishing the edges. So I'm not really worried about it. The varnish will just be at the top. So that's what we're going to do. I just love how much it comes to life when you varnish. It feels just so much more bold. And I don't know if the camera's really picking up on that, especially with the lighting right now, but very happy with the color palette. So we're just gonna set her aside and let her dry. So this morning I went to go and put on a pair of jeans that I have, and these are like my beat up jeans. A lot of times I wear them when I paint, or if I'm doing something that I'm just like, I don't really care if anything happens to them, because I already had gotten a hole or a rip right here on the back pocket. And so I did like a crappy job really of of mending it, and it has since ripped again. So I figured I would try my hand at embroidery. Now, I have not really looked up much on how to do it. I haven't really done it in the past. I don't know if there's specific ways to go about it that will work on these jeans, but I figured I would go ahead and try my hand at repairing them and making them cute. So I have my bag of embroidery thread that is very ripped up because my cats have an obsession with plastic. So I had to keep that away from them, but they did some damage first. So I have my embroidery thread, a little thimble, my little scissors, and some tapestry needles. PSA on the tapestry needles, keep them away from cats. I know that's, that should be common sense, but I had set mine down with some thread in it or some yarn in it and forgot to put it away. And I came back from my friends one night and I found the embroidery thread or embroidery needle dangling from my cat's mouth with the yarn that was attached to it. He had already swallowed some of it. So that was very scary. Luckily, I was able to pull the yarn out and he didn't eat the needle. But yeah, just make sure you put them away. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm gonna get started. I have no idea where I'm gonna start. I guess choosing the color threads that I want. I'm kind of thinking about going for a little floral theme, maybe some lavender and some sunflowers. Keep it kind of springy and bright because these are jeans that I typically wear more in the spring and summertime because they're like lighter wash and go with more of the clothes that I wear at that time. So yeah, we're gonna get going. Okay, let's see. That one. That one. And that one is pretty. The other thing to choosing sunflowers and lavender is that they are opposite each other on the color wheel, and so they go well together. Like that color. I can't believe I've held on to these all these years because they used to be for friendship bracelets. Like that green. So these are the colors I have right now. Whoop. I've got this kind of rosy pink and this shimmery pinky purple. Oh, the sunlight's hitting it weird. Okay, there we go. And this kind of lilac and a deeper lilac. And a more of a sort of goldenrod color. It's coming off a lot brighter on the camera. And then maybe this is goldenrod and the other one's more mustard. Yeah, the other one's kind of like a yellow mustard, and then this one is kind of like a spiced mustard. And then I've got a lighter kind of yellow based green and a mid to dark tone olivey green and a kind of dusty blue. So that's the color palette I'm working with. And this is going to be a challenging task to get done with the animals. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Maybe I will move the camera so that you can see more kind of from above angle. I think that might work better. So I added this sort of kind of gray green color into the mix because I was thinking about like lavender, and a lot of times lavender has that more dusty gray green color to it. So I kind of want to somehow like overlap these for the foliage and I also added this darker purple. So kind of use like a few different tones. I guess this is just me liking art and stuff being like, I need range, I need depth to the colors. So yeah, I think I'm going to start with the lavender and kind of see where we want to go from there. So I think I want to do this kind of like in the background and then go over top of it with that gray green, because then I think that would be like a nice little combo. I don't know why I always do this to myself. I am like such a learn on the fly kind of a person. Oh, maybe this is too thick of an embroidery needle. I've seen some videos here and there, so let's see if any of it comes back to me. And I know I'm not using a hoop, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not really sure. Let's think. Do I want to cross over? I think so. I think I'm going to cross over the rip. I'm already second guessing this. Not second guessing, but well, kind of, yeah. Not second guessing doing it though. You know, just more like maybe I should actually look up what to do. Also, so far I don't need this little thimble, so I'm going to take it off. Okay, so, oh, that's kind of cute. Then that can be like one of the leaves. I don't need to make it too full because I'm going to go over it with that gray green. I am a little concerned that this isn't actually going to mend these though. Okay. Well, this isn't really doing much for the rip. Oh no, you guys. This looks a mess on the inside. Uh-oh. What are the chances of fixing this? Maybe I start here, do a little sunflower, and then the purple can go through the top of that. Oh, I need the center of the sunflower, so I need a brown. Do I have a brown? Ooh, I found one. Yay. Okay. I think this part is going to be somewhat simple, she says. The good thing is, if I totally mess up these jeans, I don't really mind. And also, I can always like pull everything out and then just do like one of those basic like iron in denim patches or something. So all is not lost. And this is good crafting experience. Let's start it in here because we need to fix these issues. Okay, so it was taking me a while to do that embroidery, and I needed to eat some dinner as well. So anyway, I did a little bit more off camera, and this is how we're currently looking. Let's get a little bit up there. So I ran out of this yellow color. So I think what I'm going to do is in these petals, do this orange and then do kind of like a highlight with this yellow on all of the petals. And then this is not meant to be like the sunflower's stalk. This is going to be I think I'm going to do like coming up this way and do some lavender or something like that. So there's still more to be done, and I'm certainly no expert. But my main concern was just getting that rip like patched up essentially. So I think I accomplished that with the way that I went about my embroidery, if you can even call it that. I guess it's still embroidery. but yeah, so I have more work to do on that, but I kind of need to just take a little break because my hands are tired from the needle and also from like bending over and everything. So I'm going to just move on to continuing some sock knitting, and maybe I'll get back to completing the pants or working on the pants, probably not completing them tonight. And yeah, I guess we'll see where the night goes, but that's the plan right now. So, oh, also, I think that I spoke about the flexi flips, and I was trying them, but I kind of kept getting laddering. So I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong. If you guys have any tips on that, let me know. But I just went back to the circulars. I figure, you know what? It's the most comfortable for me so far. I enjoy it. And then so be it. I have to do the toe and the DPNs, unless there's maybe another way. I don't know. But this is the progress that I have made on my sock. I think it was up to here earlier. So we'll get maybe to the heel tonight. We'll see. Okay, so I made it to the heel tonight. I decided I was just going to go ahead and switch over to DPNs for the heel because working the circular on the size medium sock was really, really tight and cramping my hands. Which even still switching over to the DPNs and purling is cramping my hands. I don't know what it is. I like to purl. I mean, I don't love it, but I mean, it doesn't usually bother me outside of when I do the heels on socks. So yeah, anyway, I got a little bit further, but I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting pretty tired and I've got work tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching and following along on my weekend and my little vlog. If I get those pants done before uploading this video, I will try to add in a little snippet, but otherwise I'll try to update you guys later. But yeah, I'll see you all soon. Hope you enjoy your week or weekend or whatever timeline you're on.